Hello and welcome. Not much going on here. Just some matchmaking and performance improvements. Don't expect anything big from this little hot fix. We've got Hawkeye coming in on March the 18th, as well as the excitement for me to try out the PlayStation 5 version of the game, which there's going to be some decent little improvements. So we'll go over that real quick. I'll have a link down below in the description box if you want to watch this on your own. Really quick, we'll start off with the PS5 and PS4 thing. So right now, if you play, on a PS5, you get the cross-gen matchmaking, right? You get the cross-gen save file import. You get the faster load times when you're playing, on the PS5, that is. And then you've got improved frame rates, versus the PS4 is what it's saying. But when you actually play the PS5 version of the game on the PS5, you're going to get significantly faster load times. You are going to get higher resolution textures, improved heroics and armor destruction, stochastic screen space reflections. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. Contact aware sharpening, higher resolution translucency, improved ambient occlusion, improved anisotropic texturing, spatial audio haptic feedback. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Oh, and the 60 frames at checkerboard 4K and native 4K as well. On the highest performance mode, sorry, you'll get 60 frames checkered, and then 4K mode, you'll have actual native 4K. But it doesn't say if it's going to be 60 frames, though. Probably not. Probably third. I don't know. I'm just showing you what was given here. And then when it comes to the Xbox, it's a little bit, well, no one cares about the Xbox. We'll just skip over that. So if you like the video, I'm just kidding. You have three here because you also got the Series S, right? Which, in my opinion, was actually a smart move for them to do. So if you do, like the Xbox One, well, we already know what the game plays like right now if you're playing, the Xbox One version of the game on a Series X or S, right? It's the same as like playing it on the PS4. The only real difference, it seems here, is that on a Series S, like again, the Series X is the same as the PS5. I don't need to like reread everything. The only thing you're missing out on the Series S is instead of native 4K and maximum resolution, you'll get 1440p, which is still beautiful. I still like 1080p. You just won't get the higher resolution textures. But everything else that the Series X has, the Series S will get. Like all those extra features that I just read that you get on the PS5 as well. The Series S gets that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And that comes out March 18th. Again, that's the same day that Hawkeye comes out. So it's going to be quite interesting to see if overall we're going to notice and feel a big difference, that we can justify, installing this version of the game after most of us have been playing it for a long time to chew up the very little hard drive space we have. As we all know, on the PS5, you have 667 gigabytes of usable storage on that internal SSD. Sony has not yet unlocked the capacity for us to install our own NVMe PCI Express 4.0 SSD. So, right, we're forced to have those PS5 games on that. That's why I had to get rid of Watch Dogs and kind of go back to the PS4 version of the game, because I just don't like the game, no offense, enough to even keep it on my system. But like Spider-Man, I was able to notice a big enough difference, so I did keep the PS5 version of it on my PS5. Same thing with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? Like there are some instances where I do want to keep those games long term and I don't want to revert back to the PS4 version, even though it's not like a bad version, right? This game, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to try it, see if I enjoy it. But to be honest with you, I'm good with 60 frames. You know what I mean? 60 frames, 1080p, that's all I do, right? I got a 5-year-old, 6-year-old television. It's an LG 43-inch. And to me, it looks beautiful. I've had a 4K TV, and I thought it was great, but it also had HDR. So 1080p with no HDR. and then comparing it to the same game on 4K with HDR is just unfair. If I turned off the 4K and did 1080p HDR, that looked better than 4K with no HDR. Get it? So to me, HDR is a much bigger oh my god moment than switching from 1080p to 4K alone. Remember this, folks. I'm not knocking 4K. I'm saying most people that compare 1080p to 4K did so unfairly because their 4K included HDR. Anyways, that's enough rambling. If you liked the video, as always, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Greatly helps support the channel with the algorithm and making my channel more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up on the internet. You didn't like the video? Go ahead, give it a thumbs down, and I will make sure for the rest of your life you see in 480p. That's right, 4:3 aspect ratio, so you'll have like those black bars on each side of your peripheral vision. Just saying. If you want to subscribe to the channel, maybe we can work something out. If not, that's on you. For the rest of you, thanks for stopping by. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.